Everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Learn with Smile. In this video, we discuss about the J2EE architecture. This is the architecture. Now we briefly see about the architecture. Java EE is also known as three-tier architecture: client tier, server tier, database tier. Now we see about the client tier. In the client tier, we consist of browser and Java client, and also some protocols HTTP, SSL, WebSocket. Browser. Browser is used to display the web pages. Java client. It is a client application. Application interact to the server and the user interface. Example, WhatsApp. HTTP protocol. HTTP is a hypertext transfer protocol which transfer the HTML documents. The port number of HTTP is 8080. SSL Secure Socket Layer, which is provide more secure to the HTTP WebSocket. It is advanced version of HTTP without the user intermission. The part of the page is update itself. For example, stock market. Client act as a front-end application and it consists of programs that interacts with the user. Those programs act as a user interface for applications and get the input from the user and then convert into request and forward it to the middle tier. The server processes the request and returns the result and the data to the client program. The client program translates the server response into text and present it to the user. Through this tier, client can make a request to the middle tier, server tier. It consists of various containers for processing the request. Web container is used to deploy web applications. EJB container is used to deploy business applications. It holds the main logic about the how the entire application works. It handles the client requests, process it, and generate the response. Database tier. In the database tier, we store the user applications. It acts as a backend for an application. It holds the logic about how the data should be stored, fetched, and displayed to the user. As a Java EE developer, we have to mainly focus on the middle tier to make the applications easier, robust, and secure. The large box labeled Java EE represents Java EE platform. It refers to the runtime environment provided by the Java EE application server. All the code that we develop runs in the environment. The environment is also called as Java EE container. It is made up of two other containers, web container and enterprise Java Bean container. Web container is used to run the web components in a Java EE application. The web components are web pages, Java servlets, web services, JSF, JSPs, Like different web components can interact with the clients with standard web protocols, whereas EJB container is used to run the application logic part of a Java EE application. EJBs are Java classes that contain and manipulate the core data structures of a Java EE application. The database tier of Java EE application holds all application data. The Java EE platform supports a variety of protocols that clients may interact with a Java EE application. The browser client connects to the Java EE application using standard web protocols such as HTTP and WebSockets. The small boxes in the Java EE container represents a variety of services that the application may choose to use. Now see the many variations of Java EE applications. First one, many flavors of web interface. The user interact with the server through the interface is known as web interface or web component. Servlet. It is a basic component in the web interface. What is web servlet? It is a Java code embedded with HTML code used to create dynamic web pages at the server side. JSP Java Server Pages. It contains HTML code embedded with the Java code to create the dynamic web pages. JSF Java Server Pages. It is advanced to JSP. JSF is a framework to create dynamic web pages. Web service. It is used to provide non-browser clients functionalities are stored in server. As web service like SOAP REST. SOAP stands for Simple Object Access Protocol. REST stands for Representational State Transfer Web Services. And the next one, many kinds of application logic. There are three types of EJBs. Session bean. Again, it is divided into three types. Stateful section bean. It will store the user information from the application. Sta- Stateless session bean. It contains the pool of instances. It does not store the user interface. Singleton session bean. Throughout the application, it creates only one instance and all users must use that instance. Next type, message driven bean. Messages are stored in the message queue at the server side and it is asynchronous. And the next one, entity bean. It is a Java class to store the data. And the next one, different ways to store application data. Java Persistence API. It is used to store the data objects and convert the data objects into relational data. JDBC API. It is used in Java application for execute the SQL commands. Java Transaction API. It is used to combine the multiple transactions into single atomic transaction. For example, ATM machines, money transfer, like that. connecting with the other systems. Java Mail API. It is mainly used to mail applications. Connector API. If we want any external service to connect the service to Java WE, we use the connector API. Java Message Service. Each and every request is given as message. There is a message queue at the receiver side and store the messages in message queue until the user read the message. And the next one, modularity. According to the fundamental three-tier approach, Java EE platform divides Java EE applications into three areas. First one, presentation in the web tier. Second one, application logic in the EJB tier. And the third one, application data in the database tier. Dependency injection framework allows to separate various application functions into Java classes. For example, most desktop computers are modular because it has easily removable and upgradable parts. And the last one, security. It is used to provide the access of methods of an application. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we see about the deploying and packaging the Java EE application.